My girlfriend is getting close to another man who I know is interested in her. Original post June 22, 2024. My girlfriend and I have been together for 5 years. We're both in our mid-20s, met in college and have been living together for around 3 years. A little over 6 months ago we had to find a newer place to live rather quickly. Thankfully we found a great place in the city, a little on the expensive side, but we make it work. A week into living here my girlfriend met one of our neighbors, Jenna, who lives almost directly across the hall. Jenna lives there with her boyfriend and they are roughly our age, maybe a couple of years older. By the end of December my girlfriend and Jenna became pretty well acquainted. I don't know if I'd say friends because they never hung out outside of them inviting us to dinner and vice versa, but I do think my girlfriend and Jenna texted every now and then. Jenna is a nice enough but her boyfriend Sam is a fucking asshole. He's arrogant and entitled and I do not like him. My girlfriend didn't like him either in the beginning, her words, but eventually seemed to warm up to him. Eventually we learned that the two of them are in an open relationship. I've never really understood the whole open relationship thing, but it's really not my business, so ultimately I don't care. What does bother me is I've caught some straight up checking out my girlfriend. I've noticed Jenna noticing it too and being uncomfortable with it. I didn't think my girlfriend has noticed at first. About 2 months ago when my girlfriend and I were coming home from dinner with a friend, we heard the two of them screaming at one another from inside their apartment. My girlfriend wanted to knock and see if things were okay. I wanted to leave it alone, so we knocked. Sam answered and says it wasn't the best time and Jenna pushed past him and left with a suitcase. He called after her, but she told him to go fuck himself and that was it. 2 weeks later we didn't hear a thing from either of them. My girlfriend texted Jenna asking if she was okay and got no response. This next bit I only know because my girlfriend told me. She caught Sam as he was leaving and she was coming home from work and she asked him if things were okay. He confirmed they broke up and that Jenna has moved out completely. The next day, while I was at work, my girlfriend went to his place to see how he was doing and he explained to her what happened. It's not really relevant, but because I know some people may be curious, apparently he cheated and Jenna broke up with him. I feel like there's more to the story, but I don't know if that's all Sam told my girlfriend or if that's all she told me. Ever since my girlfriend and Sam have been texting pretty much every day, if not every other day. I told her I'm a little uncomfortable with how close they've gotten. She said she feels bad because he doesn't really have anyone now. I told her it's his fault for being a cheater and it bothered me she has sympathy for him. She agreed to dial it back but said she won't ignore him completely. Then I asked 2 really stupid questions. The first was if she was attracted to Sam. I expected her to say no honestly because she's always told me that I'm exactly her type, looks and personality, and him and I are completely different. She said that's not a fair question. When I asked why, she said she should be allowed to find other men attractive without it being an issue and said surely I'm attracted to other women. I agreed, but I said it's different when it's a guy who's been fucking her at every opportunity. I took her silence after that as a yes. I also took it to mean she actually did notice him checking her out. The second stupid question was if she has the opportunity to sleep with him, guilt-free, would she? She again said I'm being unfair because if she says yes then I'll be pissed even though she'd have permission to do it. My response was, so that's a yes. We were quiet for a while after that until someone texted her. She looked at the message and then looked away and I asked who it was. She didn't answer me and I got visibly upset. I started walking to our bedroom and grabbed a bag to pack some clothing. She followed me and said they are just friends. I asked if she would be willing to show me her phone. She hesitated but said yes, but the hesitation was enough for me. I grabbed my bag and my laptop and told her I just need to get away from here for a while and clear my head. She asked what that meant and I said I have to think about some things and left. So here I am, sitting in a hotel room, wondering what the fuck is happening in my relationship and wondering if I screwed things up, if she did or if we both did.
Relevant comments. Shogreen. Should have tried checking on Jenna with the same vigor. OP. See how well would that went. Laughing face. And honestly, she at least deserved being checked on, not this cheating asshole. OOP. My girlfriend did try reaching out to her but never got a response. But I agree she deserves it more. I don't have a way of contacting her myself, unfortunately. Tomato salad $9.99. Did she actually try to reach out? OOP. I'm only going off of her word that she did. Which I know means very little at the moment. OOP further clarified why she would comfort a cheater and the optics aren't good. She told me she went to his place to see how he's doing after she did it, and it was the next day that I found out. She never said it was the full truth, but she didn't hint there was more to the story either. I don't know why she's invested in comforting a cheater. She's never defended a cheater in the past.
Update July 23, 2024. Well, first of all, I want to say that I didn't expect this to blow up as much as it did, and I want to thank everyone for the encouraging comments and for reaching out personally, even if I didn't respond. Lots of people said that I made a lot of mistakes, not checking her phone, not confronting him, leaving after our fight. Hindsight, I guess, but I just didn't want to be there anymore in that moment. I was able to reach out to Jenna. She confirmed her and Sam had an open relationship, but it was one-sided, which she said worked for the longest time, until it didn't. She said she told Sam after the first time we were invited for dinner my girlfriend was off limits. Then she confirmed she came home and caught them kissing. She also said it's not the first time he's broken the rules. She apologized for not telling me sooner but said she just wants to put him behind her. She also asked me not to contact her again. I called my sister afterwards, she's the one who helped me find Jenna's socials, and we talked about me coming home for a while to clear my head. I said that entirely depends on what I find when I get home. I might have been able to forgive a kiss. When I got home last night, our apartment was empty. It surprised me how not surprised I was that she wasn't there. I put my things down, took a deep breath and went to his apartment. When he answered, I pushed on the door to open it wider and my attention went immediately to her. I asked her if we could talk alone. When she didn't move and looked towards him, I said fuck it and pushed past him into his apartment. He sarcastically told me to come in and closed the door. I told them I know about the kiss. She looked surprised. He didn't. He said, "You talked to Jenna then?" And I said yeah, she told me everything. He said he doubts that. I said I know he's cheated on Jenna before and he admitted that he's broken the rules of their relationship before but said Jenna isn't a saint either. He said their relationship was incredibly toxic on both sides and I said she seemed like a good person to me. He said I don't know her, they were together for 7 years and he knows her better than anyone. I said I didn't believe him. My girlfriend told me that Jenna sent her really nasty messages when she texted her asking if she was okay and tried to apologize. I shrugged and said, so? She had every right to be angry. Sam immediately jumped to her defense and said, at me, Paige didn't know the rules of our relationship so for all she knew that kiss was within them. It was quiet for about a minute and then I asked my girlfriend how long it took after I left for her to come knocking on his door. She told me I left her in relationship limbo and didn't know if I was even coming back. Which didn't answer my question, but I dropped it because I was never going to get an honest answer. I didn't need to ask if they slept together because she was in her underwear and a t-shirt and he was only wearing sweatpants. I went to leave and told her I'm moving back home and I'll be emailing our landlord and telling him I want out of the lease and that she'll be taking it over completely. She said she can't afford that. I told her I don't care. Then I left. I called my sister and she's making arrangements to come get me, but she's 9 hours away and won't be able to make it until tomorrow or Tuesday. It gives me time to pack my shit at least. I'm not exactly loving that I'll be staying here for a day or two. Unfortunately, I can't turn off my feelings for her, and knowing she's across the hall getting fucked by another man isn't awesome, but I can't afford the hotel again. I don't really know how I'm feeling right now. I went from anger, to sadness, to anger again, and now I just feel numb. So that's it. Again, wondering how we got here. Our relationship wasn't perfect and we had our issues, but I never thought we'd end up here.
Relevant comments. Art 3 Miss the Great. May hurt now. But really bro, good riddance. Even better that you confirmed they cheated on you so you won't go on a limbo asking yourself questions you can't answer and blaming yourself for leaving before confirming something's happening. On your first post I was worried you'd spiral and blame yourself for leaving immediately. I'm so glad you were able to confirm it, so you now have no reasons to dwell on this crappy relationship. You'll be okay and better. OOP. I do blame myself a little if I'm being honest. If I would have looked through her phone, maybe I would have found out about the kiss sooner. I'm sure there's more that I both do and don't want answers to. It's too late now, so I'm trying not to dwell on the what ifs.